frosted glass.
Woo! Welcome back to another Death Curse Society, ladies and gentlemen. This one is going to be a little bit different than our regular Monday shows because this is one of our DCS episodes live. I'm Red Crank, I've got the Colonel, and I've got Zigzag.
Cut. Do that again from the top.
Yeah, Spiral.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix that.
I figured that was what caught your attention when you stuttered there for a second. Did it?
Yep, and we are live, so that's why there's going to be multiple fuck-ups in this episode. Just stay tuned. And we won't be able to edit these out later on, which kind of irritates me. Yeah, we just decided because it was Easter weekend, these guys were all busy, we just decided we're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
That's right.
Exactly. Oh, man. Before we get into everything else, don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Now, we're on there, I think. And also on YouTube. I'm trying to pull Twitch up right now, but it's getting weird. So I don't know what's going on there. But also make sure to visit our website, deathcursesociety.com. You can become a member on there. And let me thank our members real quick that are, I believe, in the room, hopefully. Chris Faze, Lorena Faze, Christy Hart-Hoy, Luke Knutson, and Tyrone Swigert. Thank you, folks. And we appreciate your donations and your assistance in keeping us on the air.
And all currently enjoying an early screening of the brand new Zigzag Zone before the rest of you guys get to see it.
That's true.
Baby. It's in there for them. But it's coming for you too. But not yet.
Yeah, I think we're dropping it tomorrow or Wednesday sometime. I haven't even.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't even figured out when yet. So we got Dave in here. We got Tanya, which means Tyrone's in here as well. We got Ick. We got Ick's back. Hey, Ick, where the hell you been? Don't tell me prison again. We got Purple Goth in the house. And there's Tyrone. All right, good. And Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hello, Patricia.
I saw Patricia was watching Slacks earlier, and I am sorry.
Dude,
Wasn't that bad?
Killer pants. You're overthinking it.
Wasn't that bad?
You guys keep saying that. Tonight, guys, we're going to try to get to as many comments as we can from you all, but we're going to have our discussion as well, like we do on our normal episodes. Later on, we're going to let me try that again. Cut that out when we edit this. Later on, we're going to be talking about the Spiral trailer, which just dropped. We're going to watch that with you guys. We're going to give you a review for The Unholy, which had the unsuspecting place opening the same weekend as Godzilla vs. Kong, but it's still ranked number 2. We're going to review Violation, which is on Shudder right now. We're going to review the season 2 debut of Creepshow, which aired on Shudder last week, and we've got some news for you on that. Something special I think we're going to be doing on that. And then we're going to look at the trailers for The Power, The Banishing, both of which will be on Shudder later on this week, and In the Earth, which is coming to theaters April 16th. Whew, now you see why it takes a lot to edit this shit, right?
Yes.
But before we get to all that, man, make sure to strap on your epic sunglasses because it's about to go down with this. Let's go camping.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you? You'll never come back again. It's got a death curse.
For Let's Go Camping this time around, we're going to be reviewing the new Godzilla vs. Kong. Ah, dang it. It covers up your name, Colonel. My bad.
Everybody knows who I am, dude.
For the rest of the night, he is Ono.
Onel. Yeah, that's a good foreign name for you. Yeah.
It's a dyslexic version of Noel, I guess, during Christmas time. Oh no!
Can you get out of this letter here, this block?
Yes, we're going to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. We all saw it in I saw it in the theater this weekend. Where'd you guys see it? HBO Max?
Yep.
Lame.
Dude, I took it up
And
on
the theater's
the
still
big.
closed. I don't have a choice.
I was, couldn't get it done, but I get to went to HBO Max, set it up on the big screen upstairs. It was, yeah.
All right.
Experience. I got the gist.
All right, fine. I won't scold you guys too much for it. But let's get into it. Colonel, let's get your initial thoughts on Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay. So, initial thoughts was I wasn't expecting an Oscar winner here. Sure, I didn't get one. Man, trying to be nice. I was pretty hyped for this movie. The fight scenes are cool. That's about the only nice thing I have to say for this movie, man. I watched it twice, and it has not improved my opinion at all of this movie. To me, this movie is meh at best, especially Mechagodzilla. To me, that was such a letdown.
All right, hold on a second. Are we going to be dropping spoilers here? Because I'm seeing in the comments some people have not seen it yet.
We're not going to be dropping spoilers yet.
I'll try.
Except for Colonel. Except for Colonel.
Dude, you
Mechagodzilla. Are you fucking
see
kidding
him in
me?
the trailer.
That's true. You could see him in the trailer, but we're not going to be watching that. We're not going to be doing many spoilers yet, but we do have a sneak preview that I don't know if you guys saw this in the theater or in the trailer or anything, but here, check this out.
Kong makes the first move with the boulder throw. Oh, direct hit to the family jewels. Godzilla ate it, but he's pissed. He responds with his atomic breath, exploding the ground in front of Kong. Kong understandably shits himself and backs away while Godzilla laughs his ass off. The smug, cocky bastard.
Okay, wait a minute. That was supposed to be an exclusive clip. My bad, guys. I'm pissed off now. Legendary Pictures, you rickrolled me, you fucking cheeky bastards.
Well, it was dated April 1st, I think. So
I didn't even look at the date. God damn it, Ziggy. Your initial thoughts on Godzilla versus Kong?
Yeah,
spoiler-free.
Spoiler. I got to rethink it a little bit now. But it's not bad, okay? It's got a good story, but there is a lot of like, huh? Like, why? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And then they give you a half-assed kind of explanation to tie it together. But, it's a good watch. I think Crank probably won by going to see it on the big screen. I will concede that because the fight scenes are fucking epic when they start going down, and you do get a winner. So... But it's. I think it's worth a watch. But I will say I thoroughly enjoyed King of the Monsters immensely more than this one.
That seems to be the consensus from quite a few people, actually. So, I'll say this about Godzilla vs. Kong: this is the perfect movie to bring people back to the theaters after a year-long pandemic. I believe Colonel referred to it in a private discussion as the perfect popcorn flick. I can see why this is doing well at the box office. I think I read earlier 285 million since Thursday or Wednesday, maybe. That's pretty good. It's grand, it's epic, a feast for the senses, and a lot of fun for the general moviegoer. Unfortunately, I'm not one of your typical moviegoers. I will admit, I'm normally not a fan of films where virtually everything is fake, CGI, some kind of visual effect. And so that's a big strike to this movie. Granted, I understand why they couldn't practically make this movie without the amount of special effects it used, but it's still a strike against it. Secondly, the storyline to me was ridiculous. From the plastic characters with no depth. I lost my place. There it is. All right, to the fantastical solution, which I'm not going to get into yet, and to the over-the-top Bond-like villain who justly gets his due, and finally the convenience of having a new vehicle that seconds as a defibrillator of sorts at some point, at a key point in the final battle. Come on.
Watch it.
Dude, I didn't say what was going on exactly. Get the fuck out of here, though. That's strike two. And finally, the musical score I liked was pretty good. until it bluntly transitioned into some more traditional song. And, you know, there were moments I was really getting into, and then all of a sudden you hear this plunky guitar just come out of nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck am I watching here? What happened? And, you know, strike three, you're out. Get the fuck out of here. That pissed me off. Ziggy, did this live up to the hype for you?
I have to say, for me, after King of the Monsters, and even after the first Godzilla entry in this series, which a bit talky, of course, but I liked it. I liked the setup, and I like the mission of Godzilla. He's out to destroy all monsters, and it does get a little corny because there's like this, almost like a Highlander kind of thing. There can be only one kind of thing happening, or like a fucking college basketball tournament bracket style shit happening, but you got to take it for what it is. I mean, you're going to get what it's billed, Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, yes, it's on. You know, I mean, it's the main event, and you'll get that. But as far as story-wise and everything, there is a pretty cool relationship. I thought they achieved that well between one of the Titans and a certain character. I thought that was portrayed well. It's a throwback to the old ones from the old days, and I dug it. That was cool for me. I don't want to spoil it because it's touching at times, you know. So, but overall, man, I think they came up a little short with this one.
Quite a bit. Colonel, how about you? Did it live up to the hype?
Excluding the final fight, I guess the final fight before that, that is the only part of the film that lived up to my personal expectations. I thought that was great. Other than that, no, it fell way short. I mean, I'm kind of with Crank. Sorry, Zach, I'm with Crank on this one. This story was just terrible. I'm with you on the one character in the Titan. That was nice.
Okay.
But the rest of the story was just garbage. Like, I'm sorry. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a great story. But I was expecting a little bit more after, you know, Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters. But I was happy we get a winner. I chose the right side. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't be here today because I hit it big. Not really, because it seemed to be the consensus most people were going with. But man, it's just the end. It was just corny as fuck, dude. Like, I want to say so much right now, but I can't. Like I said, I watched the movie twice to make sure I just wasn't being a smug prick after the first time I watched it. And God damn it, I must be a smug prick because the second time didn't make it any better. It's just awful.
I did the same thing.
Right.
Look, man, there's just like, I feel like when we went and saw, what's the Jordan Peele one with the people living under the city? Us. Where there's this whole other fucking world going on, and they don't do much with it. And there's no other, like, you know, there's nobody else around. And then there's just a loose story with one of them that you're kind of like, okay, all this is here, but why? And it's just too simple, I think. It's just too simple overall.
I like those.
Take it for the fights.
All right.
You like this? You like the live? I know these comments are killing me over here, too.
Yeah, let me hit some of the comments here real quick. Ethan, Ethan, thanks for joining us. Ethan is one of the performers in a Oklahoma City band, I believe, called, correct me if I'm wrong, Dinosaur Boyfriend, I think. Check him out sometime. He says, Godzilla versus Kong, I guess, made me lose some brain cells watching. I like the fight scenes, but that's it. Yeah, the fight scenes stood up pretty well. We got another new person in here. It looks like Cosmic Razor. Saw it in the theater on Sunday. Excellent. Glad you got that. Patricia has not seen Godzilla vs. Monkey Man yet. Christy would rather watch Dick Shark. And now I need to know what that.
Talk about later.
Yeah, now I need to know what that movie is. Dave says, haven't seen it because I heard it was trash can material. Well, we'll see.
No,
we'll see.
I don't think it's trash can material. It's a good summer movie. It's a tentpole movie like that. It's going to make its money, but it's not one you're going to be like, wow, I need to see that again. You'll watch it and be like, well, there you have it. And you'll walk out and be like, yeah, it's all good. You know, there's no setup for future movies, although I'm sure they will have them.
Yeah.
I guess there is. Obviously,
Yeah.
I guess there is.
There is, yeah. Purple Goth says, if it's not the original King Kong, I'm not bothering watching it. Thank you, Purple Goth, from joining us from across the pond.
Yes,
Luke is on. He says, hello, fellows. Tried messaging on my other account. Realized I'm still banned for another week.
You got zucked.
Silent D's in the house. Watched it on IMAX on Saturday. It was worth every penny. Now, yeah, I bet IMAX was entertaining.
I will watch it for the third time if I could go to IMAX and watch it.
Right. Could have done without the human characters, though. Yeah, exactly. The humans were plastic. It was terrible. Here's a good one.
This guy's supposed to be a great actor too. You know, this fucking True Blood and all this shit and Tarzan and
Skarsgård.
Yeah, man, just unbelievable.
There's a lot of good talent in there. They're just underutilized in this.
Yes.
All right. Ryan, I don't recognize this name either. Welcome to the show, Ryan. He says, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It could have been improved on, but the story was clearly just dressing around the fight. It was stupid, fun monster mash. There you go. Yep. I'd love more of that world fleshed out. I feel the Hollow Earth should be its own film. See, I could spend some time in Hollow Earth. We'd get all right there.
Yeah, they did nothing with it, man. They did nothing. There could have been some other shit happening down there. There were some creatures, but nothing that big.
Right. Tyrone says, great idea to film this live. Awesome show, fellas. Thank you, Tyrone. Well, stick around. It might get worse.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah. Luke says, sounds like the complaints I remember for Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, sort of. And Patricia says, I was going to watch it, but just had to watch the Killer Jeans movie. Priorities.
Well, in case you, if you just expect to get some stuff like this.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker.
Good God. What happened?
Dude, that Elmer's glue has just been changed to Gorilla Glue. No pun intended, now that I think about it.
Yes.
See, I was going to respond to Patricia and the fact that she had to watch Slacks first with this.
Oh, a funny man. That's the matter with you.
Yes. Well,
Anyway.
honestly, there's a moment in the new film that kind of like that, man. I know.
That's what I did. Is huge fucking eye roll. Like,
Are you talking about the Lethal Weapon 2 tribute?
Oh well, no, but that was.
Or the we'll get to that in a minute.
There's some Easter eggs in it, folks. But I mean, it's I don't know. It's definitely worth seeing once, but try to see it on a big screen if possible. The biggest screen possible, the bigger and louder, the better.
Right. Colonel, let me ask you this. Were there any characters besides the monsters that stood out to you at all?
No.
Even the conspiracy theory guy didn't hold it?
He didn't do anything for me. Comedy relief. The dude from Deadpool 2 and that one Santa Claus movie on Netflix, comedic relief. Just that felt like they were just fucking there. Like, really.
Right.
Other than the deaf girl. All right.
Oh,
I bring that back.
we found something.
The deaf girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she was cool. I guess her
That's all I know.
guardian was cool. Everybody else could fuck off. I just know.
They were all forgettable outside of that, yeah.
Yeah.
No one had an impactful performance that would make you go like, wow, that really got it done, that scene, there's none of that.
So, Ziggy, you said you liked the storyline. Why? Tell me why. What stood out to you to that?
I appreciated the bond between the little girl and King Kong. All right, fuck,
Okay.
go around without saying it. He, he gets erratic when he's scared and around and stuff. But when he goes and interacts with this little girl, it works. It worked for me. I bought it. It's like, yeah, I can see this is very much like a tribute to when he's very gentle with the girl in the first one. When they made the old ones, and it's like that. It's just, but it goes a little further than that. And that's where it loses me later. But I mean, this is just in the beginning. Nothing happens much for the first half hour. It's kind of
right.
King Kong doing his thing, and they have to put him back in place, so to speak.
Well, I think we're going to have to get into some spoilers here, but Colonel, was there anything in the story that you liked at all?
The fights.
Besides the fights, not the fights.
That's all I got, because the story was half-assed, man. It just, you guys are talking Hollow Earth, even though the story literally did nothing for me, even that part. None of it. I'm sorry.
I think they spent too little. I think they spent too little time in Hollow Earth. That's why I think it could have
taken that a little more seriously. They didn't have this fucking anti-gravity, multi-dimensional fucking rocket they were fucking flying, fucking magic school bus shit. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I did not care for anything that involved the story in this fucking movie.
All right. Well, let me hit a couple comments real quick here. Silent D says, Kong's quest was a little weird at the end. I feel like I'd seen it in the Hulk movie before. No, I think you may have seen it in an episode of the Hulk TV series before. That's what kind of reminded me. The old series.
Yeah.
That Godzilla from Luke says, that Godzilla was still better than the 1998 Godzilla. Yes. Maggie, another new viewer, I think, or at least new commenter. Hello, Maggie. Thick Godzilla from Shin Godzilla was top tier.
I just watched that. That wasn't bad at all. And I'm fucking stoked for Shin Ultraman coming out later this year. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
Nice. Dave says, I do like the Jessica Lange Kong movie. Okay, now I got to stop here for a minute.
Jeff Bridges.
Yes, but let's talk about Jessica Lange in that movie for a minute, because huge crush when I was growing up. Oh, my God. My heart's a pattern right now just thinking about it. I love that movie. I used to watch that movie like 3 times a year every time it played on TV back in the day. Finally, Cosmic, the deaf girl with the connection to Kong was like a play on the fairies who could communicate with Mothra in the older Godzilla films. Well, there's a connection.
See, that's what I'm saying. The throwback to those old movies, man. It's all there. That's what it is. It's the tribute. But we do get a winner. If you saw it, you know.
That's what I'm getting to next. Who was the clear winner? Ziggy, I think you want to take the lead on this.
Do we really want to spoil this?
Well,
people go like this, la 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 la. If you don't want to hear this,
Tricia, just mute this.
Everybody else hasn't seen this.
30 seconds. 30 seconds, and I'll even cover my mouth. So we're all good here. Yes. There is only one Titan, the king of them all, the king of all monsters.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Take your mouth. Take your hand down. It sounds weird.
It looks like I'm giving the orders for Ikeda there to, yeah. Anyway, yes, there's one. And I don't care what anybody says. Kong has some nice moves, but he gets his ass whooped and almost killed in this fucking movie. So you can't beat Godzilla. The more you hit him and fuck him up, the more the reactor kicks him out and makes him stronger. So I mean, it's kind of like the zombie theory. The more you kill of the humans, the more you're feeding their army. It's the same premise, man. You can't beat him. He's the king, and he always will be.
All right, and that's when they bring out the anti-gravitational vehicle. See, one of the problems I had with this movie was every time they ran into an obstacle, it's just kind of like, oh, hey, look, I've got this thing in my pocket that will get us out of this scot-free. I'm like, really? All these do ex machinas that you're just going to whip out at the right time every single time? Ugh. I hated that.
The fucking avenues are wide on this highway to get from point A to the end. It's there's not much fraying going on and getting off it. It's just straight fucking forward. It is. They get a problem, they handle it. It's done, and somebody steps up and is the hero in that current situation. You know,
Right.
Be it human, be it Titan, be it whatever.
Carl, do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the clear winner in this?
Of course, I want to talk about the clear winner in this. God damn it, because I fucking called it. I think we all called it. Godzilla #1. What would have made it better is when he had his fucking foot down on Kong's chest, crushing him, just staring at him, and I thought it was weird that he had fucking facial expressions. But at that point, I didn't fucking care when I saw him hitting with that little grin. I wish I would have put Bob Barker's voice in from Happy Gilmore and said, "Now you had enough, bitch."
Yeah. It's all like, say uncle, say uncle.
And this dumb, somehow Kong even had a fucking battle axe.
Right.
Like, what
Made
the fuck?
Made out of part of Godzilla. Yeah.
This is, like I said, the storyline is so fucking stupid. But hey, Godzilla won. That's all that mattered to me. I was like, yes. And of course, Godzilla has to go down a little bit. But they MacGyver the way of that fucking situation as well. It was fucking stupid. Like,
I was almost expecting Godzilla when he was standing over him, since it was such like a video game style movie, to just start teabagging on him, like at the very end.
Yep. Doing
Just
a little
getting cocky on him. Yeah.
Like the flashlight. Mm-hmm. I just that was the whole reason. Like, he was in there attacking cities. Godzilla was. It was like, well, what the fuck is this? And then, oh yeah, it's the guy that the big Bond villain reveal. I was like, oh yes, we've been provoking him for years now to get him to do this.
Stupid.
I connected those fucking dots when you saw the red flashing fucking light down in the bunker. I was like, there we go. Like, I already fucking knew. It wasn't a shocker for me. Like, they served everything on a plate and just said, here you go. Again, a good summer movie.
Right.
A popcorn movie, because you don't have to fucking think.
No.
Yeah, they write it out in crayon for you. It was just like, shit, man.
But it's a battle, man, and I'm a fan of the old, like those old ones like that, the old rubber suit Godzillas. I grew up with that shit, so seeing this now, I still like it. I do like it. I like this whole series up to this point, but I do believe this is by far the weakest entry thus far. Now,
fair enough.
We'll go all back, because we got there's stuff happening now. There's some glimpses of the past that showed up here, but yeah. Where do we go now?
Right. Before we rate this one, I do want to ask you guys if there's any excitement for Adam Wingard, the director of this, is next directing Thundercats, the movie. Are you ready for that, Colonel? Were you a fan of Thundercats, or was that too old for you by the time you were born?
My time, I was aware of Thundercats. I had watched recorded episodes on VHS. I don't think I was alive when it originally aired, or even old enough to remember. So I'm not as probably attached to it as you guys are, but I'm still like, no.
How about you, Ziggy?
Fuck the Thundercats, man. I never watched that stupid show. They just named who they wanted to have play. What is it, Lion-O? Isn't he the head one in this show? I remember this. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I went more with, like, it was G-Force and shit like that, But this was kind of later, wasn't it? Wasn't this late 80s when Thundercats came out, or was that early 80s?
Thundercats would have been like early to mid 80s.
Okay, so yeah, I was definitely, that was the first I was kind of getting into the anime stuff over that one. I was like, this is just an American ripoff of that stuff, and whatever. Like, Voltron was better, and me,
It's happening, Colonel. It's happening. Not yet, though. Purple Goth says, Thundercats? Really? Cool. And then James mentions the Colonel was wearing diapers while I was watching Thundercats. This is true, probably.
It is.
As soon as that comment popped up, I saw it. I didn't look at it. I just saw that the comment bar moved, and then I saw the look on your face like, oh, shit, what happened? What happened? So I had to get to it. All right, gang, let's rate this. Ziggy, we'll start with you.
Of course you would. Oh, boy. Let me just replay the whole movie in like 2 seconds. Yeah. It doesn't change. There's too many holes, man. I mean, it looks great. It's good enough. You know, the CGI for the monsters, they look great. They look really good. They look human when they have to. And yeah, Godzilla versus Kong. 6.
Okay.
I'm shocked. I thought they rated higher than that.
I don't have a number to put up on this, so just keep that in your head, folks. 6 for Zigzag. Colonel, how about you?
Again, I didn't love it as much as Zag, obviously, as you guys have heard me bitch about it for the last 30 minutes or so. But at the end of the day, it achieved its goal. It entertained me. Granted, I would have liked to have used the thought process a little bit while watching it, but fuck it, we all knew what it was going to be. Godzilla versus Kong. The fights were fucking awesome. That alone is enough for me to give it a 6.
Damn, 2 6s. All right. I guess I got to even this out a little bit. Look, I'm not a fan of these kind of movies. I'm just really not. I like Godzilla. I like Kong. But these versus combinations kind of irritate me. Like I've said earlier, anything that's overloaded with visual effects irritates the fuck out of me. Overall, this film is so far from resembling realism that it's entirely ridiculous. And I like a little bit of reality included in my movies. I just do. I don't know why. I just do. This one had none. So I would give it a 4, personally. But that's just me. I know a lot of people out there love it. That's your prerogative. Enjoy the show. Godzilla vs. Kong gets a 6 from Ziggy, a 6 from the Colonel, and a 4 from me on the DCS review. And that's going to wrap it up for Godzilla vs. Kong. If you guys have any more comments about that, let me check real quick. James says Godzilla vs. Kong should have been over in the first half hour. This is good. I like this. Jonathan says Thundercat sponsored by Viagra for the growing sword of Thundara. Yeah, that could work. And the only Thundercats thing I like is there's a video of a homeless dude pretending to turn into a Thundercat. Now I have to go look for that. Patricia says, I like Thundercats, but I watch it now thinking, what the hell was I watching? Yeah, a lot of those old cartoons from back in the day, I do the same thing. Here, one last thing. The technology invoked a Tron-esque type feel. Yes, too much technology. And the Ghidorah skull control center with the guy in a trance controlling Mechagodzilla reminded me of the Lawnmower Man films. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oof. Ooh. Yeah, that just brings back bad memories right there all of a sudden.
Hey, thanks for watching. Let's Go Camping. Stay tuned because on Thursday, we got some stories around the campfire coming your way. So I had to drag that out a little bit so I can make sure I fit in that time window because usually I'm too quick with the shit. I'm like that Micro Machines guy. Hey, thanks for Let's Go Camping. Stories around the campfire. Oh.
Hey, this is PJ Souls, and you are totally watching Death Curse Society. So keep watching.
Hey, Zigzag here for Death Curse Society. If you enjoyed that video, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That's how you get these things served up right in front of you every time. And we've got more for you. Check them out right there. Maybe figure out what the fuck's wrong with us. I don't know. It's all right there at Death Curse Society. Click it and see for yourself.